This video was made in partnership with User-Centrics. You've probably seen this message before when browsing, shopping, looking for recipes, or just stealing memes. It's seemingly on every website. The cookie consent banner. I'll show you how to add one to your WordPress website so that you can style it yourself and change the language or content at any time. But first, aren't you interested in what actually happens when a user clicks accept? Well, the website puts a small file on the user's hard drive with a unique ID. That doesn't seem all that harmful. Now, you, the website owner, can separate which computer belongs to which user out of everyone who visits the website, allowing you to track user sessions. Tracking sessions might mean good things, like remembering which items the user had in their shopping carts, so they're there when users come back. Cookies can also be neutral, like remembering which version of a website a user was shown to improve overall site design over time. Or they could be bad for the user, like tracking their ad tolerance to show them the absolute maximum ads possible. And a lot of plugins just use cookies as part of their core functionality, like Google Analytics, which tracks how long a user stays on your site or where they're coming from. Essentially, it doesn't matter which type of cookies you as a website owner use, you need explicit consent from your website viewers to store cookie information on their hard drives. That's where the cookie consent banner comes in, automating this process. Users click accept, the consent plugins will log this agreement and send it over to other plugins, and they have the necessary consent, or lack thereof, to function accordingly. So having an automated consent solution is pretty much a must. So to get this consent banner to appear on your website, navigate to your WordPress dashboard and click on Plugins. Then add Plugin, type in Cookiebot, and hit Search. You should see User-Centric's Cookiebot. Click on Install, and once it's installed, just activate the plugin. You'll see a completely new section pop up called Cookiebot. Click on it and you'll see this screen. Now, I personally use this plugin on my websites and my client websites because 1, it's free for sites up to 50 pages, 2, it allows me to create a no-nonsense accept and decline functionality without having to trap users in a consent maze, and 3, I can style and change the content of the banner anytime I want. So after creating your free account, you'll need to input some data, like your website name and your country. Below, you'll get a nice list of templates to choose from, and since I'm European, I mostly need this consent for GDPR laws. So I'll choose that and click on Next. By the way, the fines are real if you break GDPR laws. In 2021, Google was fined 150 million euros and Amazon was fined 746 million euros. In 2022, Meta was fined 670 million euros, and in 2023, I guess they didn't learn their lesson because they were fined again, this time for 1.6 billion euros. And this applies to small businesses as well. There's a website called Enforcement Tracker where you can see that businesses from all sorts of categories get various sized fines every single day. Usually I try to avoid paying the government more than I have to, so I can't do without these fines. Anyways, this is where you style the consent banner to match your website. Keep in mind that upon registration, you do get a free 14-day trial of premium features. These include changing the colors and content of your consent banner. If you only plan to use the free version forever, I recommend not changing anything here, because you'll have to redo it after the 14-day trial is up. That's one of the free tier limitations: no changing button colors or translating the text into other languages. For now, you should go with the bar layout. For design, simply choose either a dark or light theme, whatever best matches your website. And for the button styles, I like to go with mixed to have options for the user. In the third tab, the compliance, you can basically control how transparent you want to be. For example, the multi-level choice is the default, having all of these different sliders and tabs visible alongside the buttons, allowing people to broadly choose what they accept or deny. The quick choice you can make is to go for accept all or decline non-essential, that's it, no options. And obviously the most detailed variant, often found a bit annoying in my opinion, would be inline with the customize button, using allow all and selection button choices. This way, users either accept everything or they go through the maze of choices, figuring out what they want or don't want option by option. For this video, I'll keep it simple. Accept all or deny non-essential, with the option of closing the banner. This way, my visitors have a very clear way of telling me I consent or I don't, or I just want to get out of this screen quickly. So I'll accept the necessary options and move on. And again, if you plan to continue using the free tier, do not select any geo-targeting. It's a paid feature that you'll need to change after your trial expires. So keep it as all visitors. And for the privacy tab, I also recommend keeping it as is, at least for now. After keeping this tab the same, you can also take a look at the content tab. But again, if you're using the free version, you will not be able to make edits here, because after your free trial expires, you'll kind of lose all of the progress you made. So I recommend keeping this as is for now, unless you plan to use the paid version later. Anyways, once you've set this up, click on the next button and then finish. Here, you'll want to click on implementation and scroll down until you see domain group ID. Copy it and go back to your WordPress dashboard, where you'll need to click on connect my existing account and paste in your ID. Then click on connect account and it should be done. That's pretty much it for the configuration. You can find additional settings here, but the default configuration already takes care of everything you need. Of course, if you're not using something like Google Sitekit to put tags within your website, you can use the Cookiebot plugin to do so. But if you already have them installed manually or you use Google Sitekit, you don't need to add them here. You'll only create duplicates that'll slow down your site. So this will work for free until your website reaches 50 pages in length, which is a pretty sizable website. And while User-Centrics did reach out to sponsor this video, I've been using this plugin for my websites and my client websites for as long as GDPR laws were a thing, because in my opinion, this is the easiest to set up and fastest solution, and it's free. So it just ticks all of the boxes for me personally. And now that your website is compliant and you've set up your cookie policies, it's time to also make your website faster with plugins like Lightspeed Cache. Find out how to implement the best settings for the fastest website in this video right here. And for now, I hope you've learned something new, and I'll see you in the next video.